Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see by my background, we are actually outside. I feel like I need to speak up because you guys might not be able to hear me. And since I've reached 100K, by the way, I want to thank you guys so much for getting me to 100K. Who would have ever thought? You guys, I had 4,000 subscribers a week ago. Who would have ever thought sitting on my floor just talking about James Charles would gain me over like 110,000 subscribers? Never would have thought. I literally put out that video because, like, I don't know, I just put the video out because I was just like, oh my goodness. By the way, I'm eating blueberries, and like if a blueberry is bad, I just throw it in the grass because, you know, organic, you can, like, it decomposes, you know. Anyway, so yeah, I'm on my porch. I'm back home in Charlotte. Actually, I leave home in literally 2 hours to head back to Atlanta. For all you people who don't know, I live in Atlanta, but my home is in Charlotte. So I'm in Charlotte. It was my niece and nephew's birthday, so, you know, all of that. I don't know why I'm telling you guys about my life. As you can tell by the title of the video, that was not the point of me coming out here. My spirit has been a little low, and I'm going to tell you why. If you're an OG of my channel, so all 4K of you who subscribed before my big splurge, you guys know I do not like I do not like Jeffree Star. I do not like Jeffree Star. James Charles, my dislike for James Charles comes out of just like, he's a silly little kid and like he has a lot of learning to do, and he's, you know, it just comes from a place of I don't think he's a good person, but you know, it's kind of, for the most part, it's tongue-in-cheek. My issues for Jeffree Star go way deeper. I do not like Jeffree Star's soul. Like, he just irritates me. He irritates me so much, and I hate to come on my channel and like talk about all the things that I hate, because there are very few YouTube stars that I dislike. I, for the most part, like most of the popular YouTubers. Like, I actually think I'm a lot more lenient towards YouTubers than other people are. Like, I don't have a plethora, I don't have a list of YouTubers I dislike. The list is short, and the thing is, it takes being a horrible person to even get on my list. Like, you can be okay and not make it on, like, you have to just do absurd, ridiculous, terrible things to make it on my list of people I don't like. And I feel like every 3-4 months, Jeffree Star arises and he does that. I am someone who has blocked off all Jeffree Star related incidents. By the way, it just started raining a little, so if you hear something, it's rain and there's like trees. Yeah, anyway. So I blocked out all Jeffree Star related things in my life to make myself pure, to rid myself of the stench that is that man. And my issue is not with Jeffree Star per se. Like, my spirit doesn't get low for Jeffree Star himself, because like I said, I avoid most Jeffree Star incidents. Me and Jeffree Star don't really come together very much. We don't really, you know, we don't interact that much. We really don't. But my issue comes with the people who defend Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star has a lot of fans, and that's what disturbs my spirit. It's like when you see a Trump supporter. It's like, oh my gosh, you guys are not the boogeyman. You're not Bigfoot. You really exist. Like, there are people out there who really like this man. So when in my comment section or in other people's comment sections, I see on Twitter, I see people going to bat for Jeffree Star, I'm like, you're not the boogeyman. These people exist. There are people who really enjoy Jeffree Star. Now, I want to say, if Jeffree Star was not who he was, as in all his personal stuff, I would stand Jeffree Star. I think Jeffree Star has one of the most creative makeup. I love makeup. So Jeffree Star's packaging gets me. Like, I have become a girly girl. Like, I love girly things. I love over the top girly things. Therefore, his makeup line is right up my alley. And before I knew who he was, I was so ready to buy his makeup stuff. I remember was I a freshman in college? And I remember his makeup line came out and I was all for it because I had no clue who he was. And then I started seeing more videos come out from black influencers talking about Jeffree Star. And that kind of started the train. So trust me, you don't have to come and tell me how fabulous Jeffree Star is. You don't have to tell me how expensive his bags are. I know this man has things I would love to have. Like, his life seems miserable, and we'll get into that, I believe, but he has fabulous things. He has a fabulous makeup line that I would love to not only support, but to have. But I'm not going to support this man, and that's what I don't understand. I understand why he is appealing to people, but I don't understand how you still can endorse him, how you still can defend him. It's one thing if you watch Jeffree Star videos in private. Like, we all have guilty pleasures. We all have things we sneak and do when no one's watching. We all do it. For example, the other day, Good Life by Kanye West came on shuffle in my car, and I'd be lying if I said I didn't turn it up. Like, we all have things I don't support Kanye West in any way, but when Good Life came through my speakers, I about lost my mind. I was like, if this ain't the best song ever made. Like, we all do things in private that we would not like to be exposed to everyone. But you would never see me in a comment section or making a video defending Kanye West. Like, it's one thing to, like, privately indulge in something, and it's another thing to publicly defend it as if it's okay. And I speak to a lot of other black influencers. I'm not an influencer, but I speak with them to say that I feel your pain. Like, Jackie Aina sent out a bunch of tweets this week. And if you don't know who Jackie Aina is a black makeup YouTuber, and she's probably the most popular black woman in makeup on YouTube. So it's a really big deal that she, like, uses her platform to say good things. So anyway, she sent out a bunch of tweets, and she was talking about how everyone ignores black YouTubers. Anytime black YouTubers have something negative to say about a certain person, everyone pushes it under the rug. It's not that serious. It's not that deep. It doesn't matter. Like, people love to do that. And I can attest to that 100%. People will have whole videos talking about how they feel belittled by Jeffree Star, how they feel like Jeffree Star doesn't make them feel good because of the things he says, the way he acts. And people will come in your comment section like you're crazy. Like, people love to gaslight people who dislike Jeffree Star. Like, I feel like that is the most, like, anytime I post a Jeffree Star video, there are always people in my comments gaslighting me, making me seem crazy, making me seem absurd, making me seem like I'm the one with the issue. I just hate everyone. But as if anytime there is smoke, Jeffree Star is somewhere with the lighter. Period. That is always him. That is always his shtick. How did I know that when this Jeffree Star and Tati thing came up, this James Charles and Tati thing came up, Jeffree Star would be soon to follow? Like, it's like clockwork. It is literally like clockwork. Something bad happens with an influencer. Jeffree Star uses this moment. Why am I getting their names confused? Jeffree Star uses this moment to highlight something or to be the one. Like, he always has to be in on the drama, and he always wants to be on the victim end of it. Like, he tried this with me too, he did this with me too, and like, shut up. Like, when he did his whole tweet about Nate and Tati's birthday party, by the way, if you don't know, Jeffree Star pretty much dragged James Charles and was like, we all knew this about him, that's why I don't hang out with him anymore. And I'm just like, am I the only person living in reality? Am I the only person living in reality? Is the same man who chased women down the street calling them the N-word? Is this the same man who called Jackie Aina a gorilla? Is this the same man who called Makeup Shayla a rat? Is this the same person who has been accused several times of still using the N-word by Gabriel Zamora? Like, is this the same man who did all these things now casting judgment on James Charles? Like, y'all are all in the same boat. And I said that in my last video. Like, misery follows you. Like, why do you want to be involved in every single drama-filled situation that happens on YouTube? Like, why do you constantly have to dwell on misery? We've seen him in the comment section to his own fans. Like, it's just, he just comes across as so miserable. Like, he enjoys the fact that James Charles is being taken down. And do I enjoy the fact that James Charles has been taken down? Yes, he's a terrible person. But at the same time, I also wasn't on James Charles's channel. I've never been on James Charles's channel. I've never considered James Charles a friend, just like many of you have never done those things, have never considered him a good person or a friend. So it's just like, why do you feel comfortable? Y'all like James Charles enough to use him on his channel, because yes, I 100% think a lot of people came onto James Charles' channel for clout, for credibility. James Charles was on his way to surging, and who knows what will happen to James Charles in the future. We've seen people be canceled and not actually canceled. We've seen people be canceled and get even more popular, Jeffree Star. So it's just like, who knows what will actually happen? Like, if canceled actually worked, we wouldn't be having this video about Jeffree Star. So who knows? But you were comfortable enough to get on James Charles's channel and be his friend, and you didn't say anything up until this point. Like, it's just like, why do you have to dwell in the misery? Like, that's why I say I knew he was gonna come out and say something, because that is what Jeffree Star does. When he sees smoke, he runs to it to hope there is fire. Like, that is him. And I'm sorry, I know people, y'all are going to be in the comments and y'all going to be upset, because there are a lot of Jeffree Star sympathizers and who are subscribed to me, but like, I can never and will never see it for him. And it's dangerous for people who think Jeffree Star is just okay. When you say the things that he have said, like, if you don't know, equating black women to animals is something that's been done for hundreds of years. It's old. It goes back to slavery times. Like, equating black women, it's racism 101. Calling a black person a monkey, a rat, it's racism 101. Your racist drags aren't even good. Like, come on. If it's never okay to say the N-word, like, it's just, but y'all just are like, whatever, it was in the past. But y'all say that. That's another thing where I'm like, I must be the only one living in reality. Y'all say it's the past. People grow. But then the James Charles stuff is also the past, and people grow. But also, James Charles has new stuff y'all don't like about him. Jeffree Star also called Jackie Aina gorilla, like, what, 4 months ago? So where are y'all drawing your lines? I don't understand. Like, y'all draw a line here, but then move it for someone else. Like, y'all just don't. People have no morals. People don't actually care about things. People don't actually stand up for what they believe in, and I'm 100% always for standing up for what I believe in. Would it be more profitable if I liked Jeffree Star? Of course it would. Get people love Jeffree Star, so if I came on here was just like, you know what, I'm gonna like Jeffree Star, people would like that more. But I can't sit here because of what he represents to all of society. Is just so dangerous. It's so dangerous, and I can't get behind it. I just think that people don't care, and that's why I say it feels like gaslighting, because you will tell Jeffree Star fans, like, I don't like him. He makes me feel less than. Like, I don't think, when you hear that an influencer like Jeffree Star called the biggest black YouTuber on YouTube, biggest black makeup YouTuber on YouTube, a rat and a gorilla, it makes you feel away. If he can call Jackie Aina a gorilla, what would he call me? Like, it makes you feel less than. Like, I know society likes to make it seem like Black YouTubers don't have feelings. Black people don't have feelings. We don't care about things. Things don't really get to us. Blah, 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 blah. But like, these things hurt. Like, I know in a defense mechanism that Black people use is we have jokes. We make jokes. We make jokes about things. We make it seem like it doesn't affect us, but it's defense mechanisms. Like, it hurts. It hurts when one of the biggest now makeup YouTuber has said the N-word to someone. He has called Black women rats and animals. Like, it hurts. Because it not only says something about him, but the fact that he has over 15 million people subscribed to him says something about everyone else. Like, it's like I said with the Trump thing. It's one thing for Trump to just be a horrible person, but it's another thing when you're driving down the street and you see someone have a Trump sticker on your car, because it's like, no, there's a bunch of you. So now it feels violent. It feels dangerous. It just you feel unwanted. And that's why I don't really mingle in the makeup community anymore. I used to love watching makeup videos. You guys, makeup videos were the number one thing I used to watch on YouTube. But since the emergence of Jeffree Star, the James Charles, and the Laura Lees, they have this air of racism about them. Like, any Black person can tell you, when someone just feels racist. Like, and it must be great to be white. It must be great to be white and not have to deal with racism. And that's where I know it stems from. The reason why he still has fans, the reason why y'all are okay with him dragging James Charles, but like as if he's not bad. Y'all don't see him as that bad, because as a white person, you don't experience racism. You don't experience systematic racism. You don't experience feeling unwanted by the masses. You don't know how that feels. So when someone comes to you and says, I don't forgive Jeffree Star, I will never forgive Jeffree Star, his apology is fake, y'all think we're just being ludicrous. We're just being tyrants. We just don't want to fall in line with him. But you guys, we experience racism every single day. Jeffree Star is not the first person we have heard say the N-word. He's not the first person to call a Black person a gorilla. He's not the first person to call a Black person a rat. He's not the first person to instill violence on Black people. He's not the first, and he won't be the last. So when we see someone like this, he is just a celebrity version of what we see every day in life. So when he is able to have a platform the way that he does, it makes us uncomfortable. It makes you uncomfortable because YouTube is supposed to be where you go to get away from all the outside mess. It's supposed to be where you come, you kiki, you laugh. So when I see Jeffree Star recommended on my page every single day, it's just like, I can't even escape it. Like, he has all these things, and I don't care if he has money. He has fans, and that's what I don't understand. But the biggest thing is, his fans will come in your comment section and tell you how to feel. You don't get to tell me how to feel the same way I don't get to tell you how to feel. Now, if I was being outlandish, if I was being crazy and my issues they like had no basis, then you have room. But like, he said the N-word. He said it. He said it. He called Jackie Aina a gorilla. He said it. And the thing is, notice how when a Black YouTuber says something about people like Jeffree Star or James Charles, notice how they're treated. And notice when a white person says something about Jeffree Star or James Charles. And notice when it's people you guys like. Like, I promise you with everything in my being, if Jackie Aina would have posted that same video Tati made, that same exact video Tati made about James Charles, no one would have cared except for Black people and the few good white people who do consider themselves allies to people of color. Those are the only people who would have cared. And we know that to be fact because Jackie Aina has been sounding the alarm on Jeffree Star and James Charles and several other influencers for years. For literally years, she has been saying something. Other influencers have been saying something, but you guys don't care because they're not your faves. Why don't white violence is the only thing y'all care about. Y'all don't care when these big YouTubers belittle people of color. When they belittle people who have less money than them, and when they belittle influencers who are of color. Y'all don't care when it's those people. Y'all don't. And y'all don't. And then you make it seem like we're crazy when we're like, why are y'all still supporting this? How, like I said in the video, how does it take James Charles and Tati for y'all to realize James Charles is problematic? He is getting exposed. He's losing subscribers. And then imagine the arrogance and the not caringness of Jeffree Star to feel like he has a leg to stand on. If I have been caught in several racist scandals, I am not going to sit here and cast judgment on James Charles. But everyone just forgave Jeffree Star. Y'all forgave Jeffree Star so quickly. He did that one video with Shane Dawson as if Shane Dawson isn't just as problematic. He does one documentary with Shane Dawson, and y'all just forgave him. Like, your slate is wiped clean. And it's bothersome because white people love to forgive other white people for racism. Like, it's the oddest thing. It makes it seem like there is a game and only white people are playing and we're just bystanders. Like, that's what it feels like. And I've been saying this forever. It feels that way. It really, like, you guys can do whatever you want to everyone else. Then you guys decide who gets forgiven, who doesn't. You guys who decide who gets exposed, who doesn't. And we just sit here and watch like, that's nice. Everyone likes Jeffree Star again. That's nice. It doesn't matter if he said I'm ugly. It doesn't matter if he hates black women. It doesn't matter. Y'all forgave him. Oh, y'all canceling Laura Lee. Okay, but Gabriel Zamora can say even though he was hanging out with him. Okay, so Gabriel Zamora says he heard Jeffree Star say the N-word, but he didn't say anything. But now he's friends with Jeffree Star, so he's okay with Jeffree Star using the N-word as long as he's friends with him. Oh, okay. We got my mom just came out and said I was being too loud. She's just like everyone in the comment section. But anyway, that's my feelings on it all. I still don't like Jeffree Star. I still don't. I never will. And it's depressing. It's so depressing. Because it's just like, why? Why is he still here? Why is he here and so many other talented influencers of any color aren't here? Like, why? Why him? I have no problem with any YouTuber of any color being successful, but why him? Why him of all people? There are so many non-problematic white YouTubers who do just fine, who do have great content, who deserve the success he has. So why him? Why is it him you guys want to die for? Why is that the hill you guys want to die for? I don't understand it. I don't understand. But anyway, I will see you guys in my next one. We won't be outside because I live in an apartment at my real house, so I can't really be outside unless I film on my patio. And no, I'll be back indoors in my next video. I just wanted to be outside because I thought I wasn't disturbing my mom, but she came out here and still said I was disturbing her. So you can't win for losing. That's to sum it up everything. You can't win for losing. Once again, thank you guys for 100K. We out here. I'm getting sick if you guys can't hear. I'm tired. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.